I just want to start by saying that I completely failed my New Year's resolutions to post videos consistently throughout the month of January, and this video will probably go out in February. I didn't even realize I have not posted for a month. And I bought a teleprompter because my scripts are too long. I would say welcome back, but many of you don't even know who I am. I'm Aresevé, and technically I don't exist. This video has taken 5 years to produce due to fear, imposter syndrome, and a useless degree in biology. I believe academia successfully scammed Gen Z with the promise of financial security and job safety, and they convinced us to forego our dreams by helping contribute to a crumbling society. What is our future? Climate catastrophe, social unrest, and extremely wealthy destroying the planet for private equity. With the circus that is the job market, inflation, and the numerous genocides taking place, now seem like as good a time as any to pursue my calling, while we're still able to anyway, either from fascism trending, climate catastrophe, or some new disease that gets released. This channel is my starting over, my freedom diary, chronicling my music journey, but also documenting me beginning to feel more like a whole person. Before social media, there was a very large, invisible wall of secrecy that led to the downfall of countless artists, not only creatively, but as people. Growing up, it was easy to see people on the stage and in the media and think all I need to do is have the talent and want to perform, and my dream should be mine. Not necessarily. But I wasn't seeing the content I wanted to see to help me in the process of building a successful career, so I figured I might as well make the content I want to see. It's difficult because I've had zero mentors, and anybody in terms of guidance in the music industry, in terms of etiquette, and people are very hush-hush about the whole process. So that's one of the biggest goals for documenting my journey on social media. There has been a monopolization of information as it relates to music and the music production on YouTube. And while it can be helpful to get the expertise when teaching, it becomes unhelpful when it's weaponized for monetary gain. Any new musician knows the formula. Part 1, the welcome. Part 2, credentials. Part 3, why you will never make it in the industry. And Part 4, why it should be impossible. And Part 5, the price. This is not a personal attack on any of the music gurus on YouTube, because you should be paid for your expertise, but sometimes people tend to forget what we were like at the very beginning of something. Then you become so far removed and lose the core of what makes someone want to create. You're destroying and breaking artists and selling your shitty courses, and I'm over it. There is an extreme amount of bias that a lot of creators have agreed to make many of these sponsorships. Sponsorships are not inherently bad, but they have become ever present and predatory, especially regarding distribution. To me, it's extremely disheartening to look for the information sitting through the video only to find the entire video has become one big ad. There goes the idea of a truthful, unbiased opinion about the topic, because now I've realized you're being incentivized. Trust me when I say I am the patron saint of glass half full, so if I'm saying this, you know it's bad. A lot of channels utilize what I like to call the tough love tactic to relay information or important themes related to music. The idea is to give you a taste of what the industry really looks like, because this will make you stronger. But most of the time, it feels like a weeding out process for those of us who aren't serious enough to buy their course and specialized information. In efforts to sell a product and to sell their course, you've already half the pool of rising stars because you wanted to use a predatory sales tactic to sell your overpriced course. Some of the innocence is shaved off naturally in the process of mastery, but I'm a firm believer that honesty without empathy is cruelty, and I don't believe you need to be cruel to be honest. The music industry often will break down your self-esteem and negatively impact. In my journey as I've gone on, I realized that I was being very hard on myself. The negative self-talk, throwing away perfectly good designs, and scrapping entire projects for no reason, other than that I was using a foreign lens to judge my personal work. I realized I needed more kindness for my journey, not just as an artist, but as a person. Since I struggled to finally find the kindness except for in small corners of the universe, I decided I should just be what I want to see, while giving a realistic view into what it looks like. As you can probably tell by now, this video is an introductory and isn't meant to be anything super extraordinary. This is the most boring part of the process starting. I think that's everything, and goodbye. Mwah.